Hi, this is Dee with Critical Break. We are going to work on back on these codes again that Gabriel gave me. This particular code 1133 was given to me on August the 7th, 2018, and it was given to me at, I believe, 11:33 a.m. I didn't denote the exact times originally until the 16th, and then I started denoting the exact time of the day it was occurring. Anyway, I don't know if it makes any difference or not, but yeah, this one was given to me on the 7th. So we'll explore this code and see where it takes us. I also wanted to give a quick update on the 411 code. There was something in the code that said PSEC, and I looked at it, and it was about a enzyme. And it just so happens, I did some research on it, and I'm going to do a video about that specifically. But it's regarding basically Gabriel giving us a warning about something we need to avoid, which is MSG L-glutamine. It's a yeah, it is an acidotoxin. So yeah, I'll do a video specifically on that so you guys know what to look for, and I'll include a link of a very good article about what to avoid specifically. The main key to that is avoiding anything processed, and even things that say they're organic. And you think, oh, this is healthy for me. You got to read the labels, because even the things that look the healthiest can be really not good for you. Or they appear to be healthy anyway, but they're not, because they contain MSG. And it's listed in all kinds. They hide it. Man, they hide it. Anyway, I'll do a video specifically on that because I think Gabriel was trying to warn everybody. And with good reason. And I also warn you against folic acid. That's another one. Like I said, those of us with these abilities have MTHFR genetics, and they are targeting that. There's no doubt in my mind, because all these things like MSG and folic acid and the vaccinations that are causing autism and things, they're all directly related to that MTHFR genetics, because the people that are having problems with them have that genetic code. Anyway, so food for thought before we begin. I just wanted to do a little thing and let you know I was going to do something special about the MSG, since Gabriel included it, since it was inside that code. So on to the 1133 code I got on August 7th. First one's happy birthday. Spanish Caravel. And that reminds me, I need to pull up Zinnia, because the code told me to use this instead of Google for searches. So I'll pull it up on Google just so I can grab and copy, so I don't have to type so much. But I'll actually do the search in Zinnia. Spanish Caravel. I wonder if this is pointing at Neo, because I believe he's in Portugal or Spain. Highly maneuverable sailing ship. developed in the 15th century. Okay. New hairs. And like we visited this particular code before, and Gabriel was playing with my, I have a bunch of baby hairs growing in, and he had been playing with them for a few days, 1 or 2 days. And during the day, he gave me this 1133 code. And I talked about that when we visited this briefly before. So that's what that's all about. I'm relatively certain. The message of Diz. Um, let's see what it says about it. The message of death. Spanish. And it just got done talking about a Spanish caravel. Let's see what it says. It's a 1953 Mexican thriller film. Huh. Okay, not much on that. Let's look at. Okay. Religious belief doctrine. Hermetic. Oh yes, I remember visiting this, and this was from the OTO, and yeah, this is one of, yeah. I need to actually read this. Um, and I haven't had time because I've been researching so much other stuff. Oh, it won't let you get the whole thing unless you do a trial, and then you probably have to. Wonder if you could probably get this through Google Books or something. I'll look it up. In the meantime, I'm gonna bookmark this. Um, all right. So I'm gonna have to delve a little more into that and get the info of what that's talking about. 137. Don't get my gander up. Catarzina? Catarzina. Let's see what that's all about. It's the Polish version of Catherine. Hmm. Okay. Just so I'm going to put it in Xenia because I forgot to do that. That was just Google's search. Now we'll do it. Are we still on Xenia? There's Xenia. Okay. Okay. I don't see anything that's standing out. Gematria houses the Akashic record. Shower. Down at heel. God inspired the Olympics. O negative bloods. Somehow, waterfall, hard work. 317. Benjamin, son of the right hand. Here and now. Eye-opening experience. Zig Ziglar. Chicken sandwich. Sometimes there's just bizarre stuff. Like I said, blips of information that probably don't mean anything in there. So negative blood. India population under 1 billion. Boorish sign. Now, a boorish sign is something that you do that allows you to see, well, we'll just go look at that. So I can show you. Actually, I think I have a page already pulled up on that. Is this it? No. Yes, it is. Okay. I looked up what the because I knew boorish. I knew vor was like a people's. Um, Arthur Machen and H.P. Lovecraft. Um, it's basically a hand sign or gesture that is done and it's the sign of the horns. So when people are doing this, thinking they're saying I love you or F off or what have you, you're actually doing a boorish sign. Just FYI, just saying. So you guys will understand what that actually means. Um, uh, it is used it's used as scarcely discussed in the Necronomicon, and it's part of various rituals. And it's used as an aid to perceive unseen entities. So, so we've got boorish sign, and ginger Jesus, toxic dust cloud, no knee-jerk reaction. And I think that's just advice, not to think first. because I think there's going to be a lot of weird stuff happening, and we need to keep our heads about us. This doesn't look like anything, but I'm going to look it up. Put it into Xenia again. Comes up with freckles, which is interesting because later on in here it talks about and in some past ones, I'm trying to remember where it talked about freckles and blue eyes on a ginger Jesus. So I wonder if this is freckles. Let's look at one more thing because it popped up with freckles. I'm curious if this is a name. All right. Luhu. Lawhu. It could be nothing. It could be another blip. Let's try it with a space just to make sure we're covering our bases here. That's a name. And likely nothing. God's avatar is What a Bad Girl, Joshua Door, Now, this is interesting. Mysterious death of furniture store owner Joshua Door, but with an E. Retailer's body found in her trunk. Southfield, Michigan. The death remains a mystery after almost 40 years. Hmm. Don't know if that is significant to these codes or not. Death's coming for you. Oh my gosh. We just saw that he had a mysterious death. Somebody named Joshua Dorr, and it says death's coming for you. Wow. In faith, you are risen, coming down. All that remains are the faces and the names. 10,000 days and flourishing in my palace. Jezebel. Mrs. Penny sued Obama. Hard work. Information Operations Center. Michael Hugh Johannes. Tobar. No, I hate sports, to be honest. Pythagoras Donald Duck. Okay, Pythagoras of Samos was an Ionian Greek philosopher. Eponus, founder. Pythagoreanism movement. So it said Pythagoras Donald Duck. I wonder what that means. Pythagoras Donald Duck. Well, Donald Duck is a cartoon character. What is there about Donald Duck that stands out? Gets flustered easily is one thing that comes to mind. That's like a big thing with Donald Duck, isn't it? Pythagoras Donald Duck. Or would it the Donald Duck meaning cartoon as in fake? Could be, right? And this is like a movement. Maybe it's a fake movement. Let's see. Influenced by philosophies of Plato, Aristotle, and through them Western philosophy. His life is clouded by legend and obfuscation. I don't know. I don't want to spend too much time because I think you can overthink these. So, unto him that is athirst. So, in other words, somebody that quests knowledge. They get the knowledge if they're thirsting for it. The Witch. 49 gates of time. Let's look at that a little bit. Esoteric teachings, Tibetan Tantra. 9 gates of the body. Three faiths. Oh no, this is interesting. Interesting, huh? I bookmarked it to go back to it. The dude acts demon possessed. Is God's holy daughter. Allah Shirley Hell Sent. Devil's Lake Crater. And I looked that up. There's one in Oregon and there's one in Wisconsin. Here we go with the red hair, freckles, blue eyes. Remember up there it said Ginger Jesus. Remnant of the multitude. The moon is older than the sun. Princeton Prasad Pillai. And I believe that is a name of a person. We'll double check it. Okay, Google's not saying much. Let's put this into Xenia. I think I would just do that right away, but no. It looks like it's likely nothing. Um, 130. He who balances. Zigar Glitz. Zigar is a village. in Tibet. Okay, and remember that other thing kind of pointed at the Tibetan writings. What was that? That was the 49 Gates of Time, pointed at the Tibetan writings. And so I'm right. It was about the Tibetan writings. I'm just certain because it popping up with Zigar, Glitz, Zigar just happens to be. Hmm, list of towns and villages in Tibet. So I think I was right heading in that direction. I wonder, GILZ. Let's just look up that by itself. GILZ, an immune regulation glucocorticoid, yeah, exerts many anti-inflammatory actions similar to those, okay, similar to steroids. So is that saying that those writings are like medicine, possibly? I don't know. We can only guess, right? Interesting. Mademoiselle Chante les Blues, Patricia Koss. I seriously doubt that really. That's just the name of two different people, it looks like. I highly doubt it means anything. It's a song. Long walker, and he spake his parable unto them. Unzipped Bindu. Bindu. An unzipped Bindu, which is a symbol. An unzipped falling of the drop. The Bindu Visraga is said to be the source of Bindu fluid, which contains a nectar and a poison. Unzipped. So if it's unzipped, would that mean that one side, the nectar and the poison has been separated? Is that what it's saying? Maybe, maybe. And he spoke this parable unto them, unzipped, then do. So I have a feeling I need to really look at that Tibetan stuff. So we shall continue onward. Jean, Goddess, Holy Spirit. Well, that's kind of true. All I do is talk about MTHFR and genetics, huh? Goddess, Holy Daughter. This is the ultimate Nick song. Hmm. Devin Nunes. Brand new GF NDCA. That's California, right? Hold on a minute. ND. This is like code within a code. GF NDCA. GF NDCA. Hmm. Not sure. At a loss on that one. Satanic sins of stoning to death. Austin Lee Meredith has had enough. Olga Powell. See, we looked this up pretty thoroughly the other day, didn't we? The 1133. I was pretty sure we went over 1133 pretty heavily. But oh, this is Prince William's nanny. She died. Back September 27th, 2012. Okay. Servant of God. Old people need someone to lick them too. That's kind of funny. Um, 713. Jeshu is coming. Jeshu. Instead of, I think we already know what that means. Yeah. Boring Devin Greeno. Homework. Let my people go, land of Goshen. Beware of Obama. Man's extinction from Islam. D. Rockefeller Sr. kill JFK. I need to write that down because somebody just got done doing a video about the JFK assassination, and I couldn't remember who the codes said killed JFK. So I'm writing that down so I can leave a little note for them. And that's in the code 1133. Okay, interesting. All of Oregon dead November. Now remember that Devil's Crater is, there's one in Wisconsin and another one in Oregon. So it's interesting. It's pointing at Oregon twice here. There's a lot of other dates popping up in November and December. Fool me once, shame on you. Tamar Law. I don't know if this is a name, but I'm just going to look up Tamar. It's a novel. Tamar Genesis. But that's what it's talking about. Okay, what was that? Tamar Law. Tiberian. Here we go with Tibet again. Tamar was the daughter-in-law of Judah. In the book of Genesis. Tamar Law. Okay. I'm going to bookmark that just because I want to visit that a little bit more. Tamar Law. That can't happen anymore. Okay, so it's basically saying, or appears to be saying, not to let that happen again. Our long, long, long dead Chihuahua. Indian Burial Grounds, Illinois. And here we go. You know, the codes keep pointing at the Native Americans. And I can tell you this, they found Hebrew text in Indian burial grounds. Okay? There is a lot of speculation that the native tribes of North America are the lost Hebrew tribes, the lost tribes of Israel. And the reason the virus wanted them all dead is because it couldn't continue with its lies and deception if they were left alive. Because the Native Americans could tell everybody what the truth was. Oh, wow. So they did their best to kill them all off. And the ones they didn't, They sent directly to Catholic private schools. Look it up if you don't believe me. Why do the Catholics have their hands in all of this up to their armpits? I can probably tell you why. Because most of the relics, the ancient relics, guess who has them? Hmm. Ellis Drew. Comet Elenin, Holy Spirit. People's Democratic Republic of Algeria. Lawrence Simon Mountford. The birth of his holy son. Demented is an understatement. Zanzibar. Veracruz. I know we looked some of these up before, but I'm going to do it again. It makes me wonder, hmm. Hmm. And somebody's misspelled varicose. Varicose. See, there's two R's. Varicose is different than varicose. Studded with wart-like protuberances or elevations. Uh, Carol's name in heaven. Hmm. God comes in June. Sylvia, spelled with a C. 49 gates. Here we go with new hairs again. And the 49 gates, it's talking about the 49 gates again. That Tibetan thing. So I definitely will visit that and study that a whole bunch. Lindworm. Lindworm. Norse mythology. Serpent, dragon or serpent monster. Wingless serpentine monster with two clawed arms. Hmm, okay. Lindworm. I remember looking these up. Some of them. I didn't look up lindworm. One of these days. What? There we go. Okay. Large constellation straddling the celestial equator. And it says, return. So dragon or serpent area from the center of the equator, celestial equator, return. Okay, Nancy can expose me. Deborah Winger. Jesuitism. 10th and last reason to get free. So it's talking about something, a dragon serpent coming from the galactic center, and then Jesuitism, the 10th and last reason to get free. Malicious tyrant. Here we are with Austin again. This time it says that Austin's Lucifer. Austin Lee Meredith is Lucifer. Islam lies of the apocalypse. Boring, grinning-eyed. We're doomed. Obama suicide march XXII. Women can be God. The billions of the tribulation. Girl with. Brian Spencer David, that's just a name. Girl with. Down at heel again, but all pushed together with no spaces. Harper 7 Beckham. Banks Meadow. MKJ Slusher. Steve O is Obama. Threats from the serpents. Okay, so here we are back serpents again. So it's like reconfirming what I just looked up. Fume Zuckerberg. Agreed. That's all I'm going to say. Those slime balls that sold out humanity. Yeah, not good. Rachel is Hera and Ashley is Athena. Fred Allen Wolf. Viking mead drinkers. WCMU. For kicks, let's see what that comes up with. WCMU. Radio station? Television station? Okay. Okay. Is pure insanity 130. Trinity rules. War is hell. Logerman. My dad's birthday. Unexplained disappearances. White limbo. Anger's holy god start. Satanic vomit. 173. 7 colors. Go rest high on that mountain. Sanjaya. Sanskrit meaning victory. It's a character in an ancient Indian poetic epic. An epic poem of war between Pandava and Kauravas. The blind king is the father of the principals. Huh. The unholy church. Austin is the chosen one of mankind. Count Stefano Luciesi Pali, or Pali. A good woman. That moment of clarity. The problem of copyright. Austin Lee Meredith has closed the Bible. The Spider and the Lizard. David H. Arrington. Trust and Obey God. Mr. Myra Sue's Facebook. Lizzie's. And some people refer to reptilians as Lizzie's. Erratic behavior. David. North Dakota. MMLXXI, Roman numerals. I can't type. This is the one I liked because it was easy to read. Okay. So we've got North Dakota, MMLXXI. So that's 1121. There's a 50 in L. So where did it go? Here it is. 71. 2071. North Dakota, 2071. Fraudulent recruit. Canada buying MN US land, so Minnesota. Stupid religious people. Underground resistance. Darth Zeno rules. Who are you? You. It's actually a YouTube channel. My Indian artifact collection. That's interesting because I just mentioned the artifacts that are all being covered up and hidden. I do have actually some artifacts from the Rosebud tribe that were given to my mom when I was born. One's like a little doll and it's got turquoise bracelets and things. And another item is an actual baby bracelet with turquoise and some little moccasins. Um, Little tiny baby moccasins. They're really cute. I'll have to drag those out and do a show and tell sometime for you guys. Um, Indian moon. I'll look this one up. Oh, here we go with Sitting Bull again. Okay, okay, here we go. Indian name, American Indian chief of the Teton Dakota Sioux. Okay, here we go with the Sioux again. North Dakota, and it talks about that, and then Indian moon. So this chief, and then Indian moon. I could be dead soon because I cracked the code. If anything happens to me, you guys, it wasn't me doing it. I can tell you that much. Just FYI. I could be dead soon because I cracked the code. Ay, ay, ay. That's a name. Mobius Ang. I have no idea. I hate when I have to look up tons of stuff. It's like, couldn't these be easier? It's like, please. Let's have some easy ones, please. Make my life easier, please, 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 please. Appears to be a name. I don't see anything that's standing out. This appears to be in French or Italian. Something about Satan, serpent, Bible. Maybe this just says something in a different language to us, maybe. Translate. Let's see what it says. It's French. I thought so. Why did God create the devil? Lucifer. Well, he was simply like Gabriel and Michael and all the rest. He just got a little crazy. Decided he could do God's job, right? Oh. Yeah, free will comes into play here, but I don't necessarily go with the ancient text and the way they were written because, like I said, there was so much stuff jacked with and twisted that I kind of have been going I mean, it's not that I'm not paying attention to the text because I am, because there's truth in there, but I'm having to go on my gut instincts and what my guys are telling me, Adonai and Gabriel. So so a lot of the things that are said there, I kind of have to suss those out on my own and not believe everything that's handed to me, basically, when it comes to any sort of ancient text or anything relating to that at all, history of any kind, because it's all been messed with. Archaeology, anthropology, general history of the entire planet, all that stuff. Heavily, heavily messed with. So you kind of have to really go with your gut on stuff. And as far as Lucifer goes, I'm fairly certain I've been in front of him at least on one occasion, and he does like to play games. I can tell you that because he was playing games with the lives of sisters, and it felt like it was all a game to him, but at the same time he was scared of me. So yeah, I like I said, I have to kind of suss this stuff out on my own and based on my experiences too. And so much of what's said about him is true, um, but he's not so full of ego that he doesn't know when. You know how some people would be so full of ego that they don't think they can lose? He actually knows he can lose. I can tell you that. I sense that definitely. Just FYI, just based on my experience in front of that particular uh, high-ranking angel in a cavern, of all places. If you look at prior videos, I talk about it. Okay, let's see. Where was I? I went off on a rant there. It's just there's so much BS. um, Sia does the re-kill 11. 7%. Christopher Buckley. I am Sophia, the mother of this planet. The non-ferrous alloy. A non-ferrous alloy. 10 million, and that's Roman numeral X, 10 million Canadians kill US GOP. Gang spirituality. And I've seen that so much in all the face. They like go into a frenzy attacking other people And it's like, excuse me, did you happen to read the teachings of Adonai or Jesus? Seriously? Because you wouldn't be doing what you're doing because that's directly in violation. So to me, those aren't Christians. Those are thugs. They aren't Christians. And they really need a lesson, a real serious lesson in what true spirituality is. But once again, trauma is probably what makes them act the way they do. So I try to temper my fury with people like that because I try to remember the trauma. But like I said, Adonai, he's much more forgiving than I would be in those particular instances. Um, I hate it when people pick on somebody else and they have no right to do it. Zero, zip, nada. Not their job. Not nobody gave them the what do you call it? The whip and told them to go out and judge everybody around them. It's like, please give me a break. Um, anyway, gang spirituality, yeah. Zay and Resh. Let's look that one up. I just have low tolerance for thugs. Very low. Especially when they say they're doing it in the guise of religion. It's like, take your religion and shove it right up your butt. All right. Like I said, I don't profess to a religion. I profess to what's right and what I know is right. It's written, like I said, you guys are created in his image. Everything you know that's right is written inside of you. You don't need books to tell you that. Okay. Sorry. I'm just, yeah, the whole thing about say in Resh. Okay, I have a funny feeling it's that. Actually is a name. Zayn Resh. Seventh letter is Semitic. Includes Phoenician, Aramaic, Yiddish, Hebrew, Arabic. Interesting. So what's Resh? Let's look up Resh by itself. Is used in an Israeli phrase after a child may say something false. Oh, okay. Semitic. It's the seventh letter. Resh. So Zan Resh. That's interesting, right? Zan something. It's the whole thing's false, basically, is what it's saying. Okay. Second wall. Punctuality. Austin, the title. Excuse me. The title of Christ. Dactyl outage December XXII 2002. Marilyn Monroe is a beast. Protective edge. What lies? Bob Marley, Buffalo Soldier. One-winged angel. John George Gould. Holy Spirit Goddess Jean. Twin Pike. I see your intent. PBS is a God revealed. I don't think that's the public broadcasting system. I think PBS is probably initials for a person. Elderly people are not cool. Seriously. USA disbanded by October. So we've got things, it's talked about October, November, and December mostly. So I have a funny feeling the end of this year is going to get quite interesting. Blames Jesus. MRDJY. I have no idea. MRDJY. See if it comes up with anything. Nope. Nothing that sticks out. Austin beat the Anunnakians. Oh, that's the reason, part of the reason I quit using names and just started saying the virus, because the texts have all been messed with so much and leads us to believe that the Anunnakis were bad. But I have a feeling it's not Anunnakis that are bad. I have a feeling it's archons that we're dealing with when we say the virus. So Austin beat the Anunnakians. I seriously doubt that. But yeah, interesting. Mary Magdalene is no queen. They can't run or hide. Lemuria, outstanding genes. That's kind of interesting because the Lakotas and Nakotas and Dakotas are all tied to Lemuria. So outstanding genes. Thank you. I appreciate that. Funny stuff. Dangerous, corrupt mind. LA, California ruined Zem's arm. And this Zem keeps coming up constantly. We got Austin and Zem. White Pana. Let's look that one up. Hopi mythology. That is okay. Hold on. I'm going to put it in the way I should have. What? Right. Pahana. Smack me. I can't talk. White Pahana. Why did I not say that in the first place? And this word's popped up in these too. The Sandakata. Return of Pahana. Yep, yep, yep. Here we go with some more of that. This is interesting that it brought this up right after talking about the Maria outstanding genes. So here we go with what effect will the return of Pahana have on the Hopi and humanity? And this is the return of the Great Spirit, in other words, the Creator. And I think they're right. There's way too many things going on here that point that way, right? Way too many. That was interesting that it took me translating that page, clicking on that and translating that page to come up with what I needed. That was interesting, right? Okay. So, white Pahana, if the door squeaks, oil the hinges. Leo Lion Zagami, Delaware, Ohio. Destroy all land, DC, USA. Jesus' hell. Yeah, DC, USA, that would be Jesus' hell. Blackheads easy to control. Now, I don't know. I don't think that's talking about a race. I think that's talking about a particular, well, it is kind of a race, but not, I think it's the hair color specific. Hard telling though. Egyptian Key of Life by Dramex. Donald P. Dow. He ain't got no job, man. I think I remember looking this one up too before. Hmm. The odds are for you. Beam's Dwelling. Inerta and the Turtle. Albert J. Dunlap. Well, before we go there, I'll just so you guys know about Inerta and the Turtle. Because I'm going over this and looking at it based on my own knowledge and going, oh, yeah, okay. But I keep forgetting I need to show you guys the meanings behind some of this. Gateways to Babylon. Ninurta and Enki. So Ninurta, this is going to be interesting. Sumerian text from the myth about the thief of the tablet of destinies. and the Anzu bird. Hmm. I'll read it real quick. Sumerian text from the myth about the theft of the Tablet of Destinies by the Anzu bird. Here, Enki, the god of sweet waters, magic, and wisdom, pokes fun at Ninurta, who is taught a lesson in humility by Enki enlisting the help of a turtle. The storyline is as follows. After Anzu had stolen the Tablet of Destinies and flown off with it, Ninurta attacked the bird and made him drop the tablet into the Apsu, the sweet underground waters, Enki's domain. Enki was delighted and praised Ninurta as the great conqueror of the Anzu, saying that his name would be honored forever. But Ninurta was not satisfied with this blessing. He wanted the tablet for himself. And so he started plotting against Enki. Enki immediately guessed what was in Ninurta's heart. As a warning, he stirred up the waves of the Apsu and sent his minister Isamud to see Ninurta. Ninurta's arrogance was so great that he dared to raise a hand against his Isamud. Anyway, um, Ninurta and the turtle. Albert J. Dunlap, Michael Jason Phillips, Looked Down, God and His Wife, The Dictionary of M.E. Gematria, Austin, The Sixth Angel, Quentin Coleman, Patty Olson. GLP and Gematrix are one in the same. There are 18 conditions of Buddha. Galactic Overlord, Dwelling in Denial. Facebook WTF. 30 °C. Romney blame Russia. Lump damaged a Zim's arm. Bromlin Mira. Socialized narcissism. A new song. Totally incompetent. Master of the sun and the moon. Mo Azim Beg. Try not to lead her on. Eliezer, the son of Aaron. 10,000 days. Hell's own. Sarah, you suck. Tobar. I am also, you are also me. I am also, you are also me. William Whannell. Or that could be William One Ill. Alien invitation. IMOR codes have logged. It's not all for me, it is all against me. Rugby, North Dakota. Allison Marth, YCC is a beast. All stars more like small stars. Zim ruined planet. W. Bell Dub. Tech No Lodge. Technolodge. Technologue, basically. Just spelled weird. Dante Lamar Gibbons. Hillary Clinton, all Islam is ban. Honest factors only. Pisces, last trumpets. Plymouth, Reliant K. It's a car. Nevada test area. C. Crow. A Zim's deformed middle finger nail. I'm HOC Sigmo. That's weird. Let's look that one up. Kingdom of Portugal. It's a Latin phrase meaning, in this sign you will conquer. Interesting. In this sign you will conquer. Aaron Nakagawa. Born in November. Great is the day of the Lord. Rothschild victim. Video game all night long. Ah, they're making fun of me. I have a funny feeling with that one. Or maybe making fun at a lot of us. Help those less fortunate. Donald Norton, Boom Boy O. Married and moved on. Married and moved on. Hermione had a secret crush on Draco. A secret that is good and true. Phoenicians referred to Moloch as Israel. Creator of artificial matrix. I live for nothing. Peter Strozik, Hell. Please 252 B erase 252 B my 252 B mistakes. Please erase my mistakes. The mafia gave up. I'm not helping my brother. It's our birthday. Oh, I'm not going to say that. I'm not saying that either. Although it could be a bird. Cock conversion? I don't know. Human body has, oh, wow. Here we go. Down, descending into crazy. Queen Athena, gay goddess. The marijuana agenda. Okay. Now I'll do the simple gematria, and that one is much shorter than usual. I forgot the colors. Oh, I'm going to go here. I forgot the colors and yellow days and pink and all that razzmatazz. Rolled into a big fat blunt and your army sucks. Okay, that didn't make any sense whatsoever. Thank you for hiding these things from those who think themselves wise and clever and revealing them to the childlike. Oh, whoa, that's a mind blower. What did I tell you guys? Return to innocence, find your inner child, the one before all the trauma. Thank you for hiding these things from those who think themselves wise and clever and revealing them to the childlike. Wow, I'm blown away with that one. Oh, I haven't even checked chat. I feel horrible. You guys are going to take me out and hang me out to dry somewhere. Hold on a minute. Let me find chat. if anybody's even watching in the middle of the day, we'll see. We'll see what's up. Oh, yeah, you guys are here. Yay! Oh, I'm going to scroll back. Hi, Sir Tony, Miss Apple, Sir SS, Sir Rick. Who else? Miss Darla. Great to see all of you. Ever heard of Missing 411? Came to mind yesterday. Yeah, as far as looking for info on missing persons, is that what you mean? I'm guessing. Bible codes with D. That's funny. Oh my gosh. Um, Thank you. Hope you guys are all doing good too. Okay, the codes are coming from Gabriel. If you're wondering where the codes come from, he's responsible for these. That's why some of the things that are said in them sometimes, I think there's he's got a bizarre sense of humor sometimes. So every once in a while, like he makes fun of my short hairs, the new hairs, as he called them. Italian. Let's see. Well, I hope you have a lovely day at work, Miss Starla. Yep. Lemurian. Yay. Okay. All right. Now I'm going to go back. Oh, let me pop this out, and that way I can go back to, because we're almost done. But that last one really got me. That thank you for hiding these things from those that think themselves wise and clever and revealing them to the childlike. Is Mueller probe key to causation? U.S. military colluded with Russia to select Trump president. MJ13. So this oracle of manifestation seems to point directly to the Ma'ayan, which Soror and Hadna is now bringing to birth. 666 fallen angels return on winter solstice through Hadron Collider. World War begins. Whoa. We've got a lot going on with October, November, and December, it seems. World War begins. 666 fallen angels return on the winter solstice through the Hadron Collider. Okay, the next one down is you who believe in me, even a shard, shall release your sorrow to me, and I shall bring you my joy and love in return. The citizens of the United States of America will cheer at the destruction of the economic and governmental systems. And the heaven departed as a scroll when it is rolled together, and every mountain and island were moved out of their places. Zach Arsman summoned forth superbolts on February 9th in an ice storm, and then all the serpents took credit. It's just Inu catering to his Siamese twin, Kenneth 12 threes, while helping build his 42-month gift. I have no idea what that meant. I need to go now. This whole situation is making me ill, and there are a lot of misunderstandings occurring on this site. White Night riots, all Asians in Peninsula, San Francisco, Sunnyvale, Cupertino, Los Gatos, Santa Cruz, sterile. I think children are particularly vulnerable to chemicals and should live in a chemical-free environment as much as possible. Agreed. Ministry of State Security, People's Republic of China at war with God, and Gematrix.org. Wahahaha, Han Chinese are white. I don't want us to all be God, because people in this dimension are selfish, stupid, fearful, and cruel. Why create this world? An extreme form of antisocial personality disorder that is manifested in a person who is pathologically grandiose. I have tried to warn you over and over like the crows do, but you would not listen, so now you have lost me. Women need more sleep because their brains are more complex. This is funny. Which is unsurprising. Everyone knows men are simple. Some of the stuff in here. If Zachary Arzman is who he claims to be, then why doesn't he just strike down Stephen James Deshawn with lightning? All famous, aka musicians, talker's not working, have not read the 667 sins clearly, so be sure to inspect them better. Once people realize what Freemasons have done to this world by keeping their secrets, they will be hunted and destroyed. The energy of the infinite love embodied in this conscious, subconscious, unconscious, and superconscious creation. Thus saith the Lord of the King that sitteth upon the throne of David, and all the people that dwelleth in this city. Gematrix.org, hijacking, Dulce Base, Kevin S. Holm, Dio Adjutant of CatholicPlanet.net, hijacking Montauk, Robert Barn Born. No idea. Thank you for staying with us. Come back soon. Sign up for reward points for discounts on future visits. Oh my gosh. Tom Burney is going to get tied up, doused in gasoline, and set on fire for being a murderous, gang-stalking Nazi false accuser. I feel the Ruach Kodesh, Holy Ghost fire inside of me, inside my heart, love of the Lord, burning bright, for I am saved, said the Lord. How did I get locked up inside what's this that renders me paralyzed? I lost myself in small pieces. It happened over time. Stolen through the mirror in the meantime by audience, my phone, Actella 30, and my grandma was turning and whining of envy. That's out in left field. Teresa may not fit to be prime minister due to her ivory tower lifestyle and being so far removed from society. Believing that you are a savior, messiah, or guru, or you were. I worshipped only I worship only my actual and true Father, and not some so-called queen or her wicked slave trading flea, nephile, coward lackey. Shattered bits of God trying to find their way home, trying to find their way home. I really want to see you, Lord. Remote viewing is as safe as your focused and positive meditation. Is nothing to fear, O fundamentalist Christians. Divine forgiveness, our common humanity, the key. Let us break their bands asunder and cast away their cords from us. All the devils for the past week, I have caught them all trying to mimic the noise I make and the things I do and the colors I wear. 6231996. So I think that's June 23rd, 1996. Paul John Lawler murdered his mother because the Vatican blackmailed and threatened to get him arrested for molesting children. Then Jesus and his companions went to Capernaum, and as soon as the Sabbath began, Jesus entered the synagogue and began to teach. So 252b many, 252b people, 252b went, 252b2, 252b the, 252b government, 252b2, 252b solve, 252b there, 252b issues, 252b so, 252b now, 252 bit or be it, 252b controls, 252b us, 252b thanks, 252b idiots. Onassis, King of Libya, Reynolds, Walmart, Monopoly, Russell, runs, Sex Industry, Van Dune, runs, Quebec. From Paris Without Love, from Christine and the effing Queens. Had she not been in that issue, I would have bought it. No idea. Random stuff. The electromagnetic shockwave of knowledge of all of our history and previous lives, and then all-encompassing love. Yep, I agree with that. There is no love for me, and I do not care. God made me just for himself because he knew all you would do would be to F with me. Wow. I'm going to put the block rebounder up. It blocks what you try and pass to me, and it just rebounds it back on you. I finally fully understand why those effing women at the gym bother me. They hate me, they loathe me, they despise me. Why in the F do I keep trying when I am all alone? I am not just fighting for myself, I'm fighting for everyone's freedom. Let me shrink this because this last one's long. It looks like it even gets maybe cut off. Dream 252B raping, 252B is, 252B the, 252B worse, 252B I, 252B need, 252B help, 252B in, 252B my, 252B sleep, 252B they, 252B rape, 252B me, 252B and, 252B I, 252B can't, 252B stop, 252B sometime, 252BI, 252B pull, 252B out, 252B of, 252B it, 252B and, 252B wake, 252B up. That is the end of the simple gematria results for 1133. which was the code I received on August 7th. I'm going to check the chat real quick. See how you guys are doing. Okay. All righty. Well, that's the end of that one. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I'll do a little more digging on some of that Tibetan stuff in particular. Because as we know, people like Adolf Hitler and a lot of others had a lot of interest in the Tibetan teachings. So I think it's important to visit that. So I'll definitely take a look at that. I'll also take a look at a couple of the other things that mentioned in there. But so that's the end of 11:33. I'm going to take a break for a few minutes and try to do one more. Yeah. The next code's one I got on August 9th. Anyway, I will talk to you all soon. Thanks for listening. And if you have any questions on the replay, just leave them down in the comments section, or you can contact me at criticalbreak@outlook.com. Link is in the description. Talk to you later.